Today we're removing the stereo from a 2006 Lexus ES330. We have some strange audio problems going on this one. We're going to start by placing the key in the ignition, shifting to a lower gear,
set parking brake,
and moving back to this panel around the gear shift. Pry the back edge of it up, pull it back from the front dash, and release it up over the gear shift. This is going to give access to one connector here at the back that has a trigger on the side of it that we're going to squeeze into the connector and release. This is going to allow us to reach up behind the dash and behind the AC controls, push it forward out of the dash, prying the left side across the top, and this will pop forward. This will allow you to pull this forward. We have the airbag sensor light here, so we're going to just pull this piece forward and set it to the side and not disconnect this. We have 4 mounting screws here for the car stereo. 2 right below the car stereo that you can see very well. These are 10mm. We're going to remove these 4 bolts. We have a full library of removal guides for this vehicle, including the amplifier on our website. See our website for other help. Now there are 2 more screws. These screws are somewhat up underneath the radio on both sides, both 10mm. And we're going to remove these 2 screws. These are fun ones to remove. You can drop them down into the dash and lose them, but we hope not. They tend to stay up there on the shelf, so when you pull a stereo forward, you will have to catch these screws as you pull it forward. This is going to remove all 4 of the mounting screws. The amplifier, like I had mentioned earlier, is up behind the glove box. We have a removal guide for that one. Pick the screws out of the dash, and we're going to pull this car stereo from the dash. Pull straight up out of the dash, and grab the 1 bolt that stayed at the back. We have here at the very top the emergency flasher switch. We're going to release that connector. It is keyed. It has a lock on the top of it that you push down into release. We have another connector over here on the side underneath the emergency flashers for the clock assembly. Let's see if we can get that one loose. There we go. These will pull back. These connectors are keyed so they go back to one specific spot. And this is going to give us access to the back of the radio, 2 antennas, and 2 main connectors. These main connectors, again, all have triggers on them. The trigger is here at the center of them. You squeeze this little trigger down, it releases the lock, and you can remove these connectors. Again, these are also keyed so they go back to one specific spot. No need to label them. See our website for any other help. This has the emergency flasher at the top. Before sending this stereo in the shop, you need to remove this emergency flasher and plug it back into the vehicle. What we have here are 2 little tabs on each side. These tabs lie right in here, and with your flathead screwdriver you can pry them in and at the same time push on the switch to remove this switch from the front of the panel. Push it out from the front of the panel. Now these tabs are at both sides of this, and releasing both these tabs will allow you to remove this, plug it back into the vehicle before sending. This is how you remove the stereo from a 2006 Lexus ES330. Hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.